Title: Dexter and Suzette, The Secret in Her Ear. A weird, wild, and tiny tale. There once lived a tiny man named Dexter, no taller than a pinky toe and sly as a whisper. But he wasn't just any small man. He lived inside the ear of a girl named Suzette. Now, Suzette was a regular girl to the outside world, but inside, her left ear held a whole secret universe. Sculpted by Dexter from wax, lint, and dreams, Dexter had made himself quite comfortable in there. He carved out his furniture from cartilage, built candles from earwax,
and even rigged a hammock that swayed whenever Suzette nodded to music.
At night, when she slept, Dexter would crawl out of her ear and make his way down to her armpit, his preferred sleeping spot warm, dark, and with just the right hint of mustiness. But Dexter wasn't just a freeloader. He fought battles in the girl's honor. When FLIs buzzed too close, Dexter would leap from her shoulder with a sewing needle spear, shouting war cries only dust mites could hear. He dueled bees on the windowsill like a gladiator in sandals, made of belly button fuzz. For food, he lived off crumbs Suzette dropped toast flakes, cupcake shrapnel, Cheeto dust. And when he was feeling fancy, he'd make soup from her tears and spice it with dandruff. But Dexter had a dark side. He whispered to Suzette in her sleep, "You don't need friends. You have me. Wear this, eat that. Don't talk to him." She didn't know where the thoughts came from, but Dexter was pulling strings, feeding insecurity like candy to a child. He didn't want to lose her. He wanted control. Then one day, Suzette got a strange rash behind her ear. The doctor gave her medicine. Dexter panicked. He tried to build a bunker in her earlobe. And that's when it happened. Suzette woke up and heard him. A real tiny voice. "Don't do it, Suzette. I made candles for you." She plucked him out, blinking in disbelief. There he stood on her palm, dusty, trembling, and furious. But the story doesn't end there. Turns out Dexter had a child, a tiny toddler no bigger than a tic-tac, with a fiery temper and a voice like a squeaky hinge. His name was Dexter JRB, but everyone called him DJ the Midget. Suzette, instead of crushing them, decided to keep them in a showbox under her bed. She gave them crumbs every morning and let DJ ride ants in the garden. Dexter, still a manipulative little gremlin, occasionally tried to whisper bad ideas into Suzette's dreams, but she'd flick the box and say, "Not today, Dexter." And so it went, a girl with a showbox of secrets, a tiny man who once lived in her ear, and a miniature midget boy who learned to ride bees like horses. Weird? Yes. Impossible? Probably. But that's what makes it a story worth telling.